And they find me another quarterback. So Jacoby, and they gonna cut it. My nigga gonna find me a quarterback. My one was looking at so purpose quarterback. Cover center. What's up, viewer? How you doing, man? Good morning, good morning. I want to get Teddy Bridgewater, but I don't know. Should I just get Philip Rivers back? I just think it's funny New England got Philip Rivers and Kim Newton back. I just try it, you know, see what happens. So on all Madden is gonna be tough, but we'll see. Oh, I need to go update the draft. Disregarding my orders. You're nobody. My whole line is gonna shut you down, man. do my college draft. There's someone on here who knows a little bit more about this game than me.
You have grades for each. Browse available players to improve your team.
It's gonna be interesting. We lost 3 key players last week, so we'll see what we can do, guys.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be.
All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense will be under the direction of Ryan Tannehill. His first year with Tennessee after spending the last 7 in Miami. Had some good numbers along the way, but the Dolphins were without a playoff victory during his run at quarterback.
70, Indy. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Get it.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. And we roll now on the graphics for the offensive starters.
Let's take a look at the left tackle, Taylor Lewan. A big, gregarious guy with great athletic ability. Plays the game.
Let's go, baby.
Escape, and he goes down.
Justin Houston.
It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file
Coach going to Super Bowl this year,
I'm going
baby.
to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Especially with his bad ass defense. He got me.
Good play.
Beautiful.
Down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they
what about Pittman Jr.?
to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Colts under second-year coach Frank Reich. On 1st and 10, Eason, he completes this one to Mack. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Last year.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. On second down now, it's Mack. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Off play action. Eason rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll run for it. It's Mack.
That's a pretty good start this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here.
A lot of injuries,
He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Play action. It's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Those defense, baby, nasty.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field.
Jr. in the house.
The field with the evaluation, and they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Did you see that? Let's see a replay on that shit.
And the Colts have taken the lead.
Let's see a replay.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had a strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw a touch?
He
just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Ooh, that was nasty. I want to see that again. Where is it? There it is. Watch this, guys. Step back. Look at that line holding up. How many yards was that? That's a 45-yard pass, baby. If you guys don't believe Easton can do something good, watch. He goes back and hikes it from shotgun. And he goes back. Step back. And he goes through it. Yeah, Colts are going to Super Bowl this year, baby. That was nasty.
And a pause in the action because the booth,
they
see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Guess not.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
14-7, baby. Let's go.
There, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Ryan Tannehill's going to choke this game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. So he got 3-1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
First catch for the NFL's catch leader after 1 week, and it's a first down. Tannehill now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. This a quick pass to Davis. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Ready, break. Protein spell.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rocky Sin. He's a 2nd-round pick, a solid 2nd-round pick, but when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone
under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Rolling to his right. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Off the play fake. Eason. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
On fourth down, Eason. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
I think they might have surprised him there, partner, because you try and guard the first down line first and foremost to stop him there. And they just went ahead and bypassed that the big way and took a big shot downfield.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd and 1. Steps away to his left. Touchdown, Colts. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side.
No.
Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. A first down carry for Henry.
Oh, no.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He's killing me. Oh, no.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be caught by Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
Everybody, my wife was high.
Back within a single score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not
Truck
sure you can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Eason, and he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Marlon Mack. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Eason. And he's got his man Hilton. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Tannehill, complete. Smith has it. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Tannehill now to throw. He completes it to Henry. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin in the state of Texas. An AFC South matchup between Jacksonville and Houston. And it's the Texans who are out in front. Will Fuller, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Mark Ingram has a couple of touchdowns thus far. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status.
Check up on everybody else's status too. Oh, long got running back.
I thought you were supposed to be cleaning.
I did.
Not very much.
I go look at the
You look high as fuck. Your eyes are red. You're just glazed. You can't even think.
Hey, I got a question though, baby. Hey, I got a question. So let's say if I find it, babe, answer me. What? If I find a new truck like I had,
No.
I'm like over on the side. Why?
No.
Huh.
No.
You won't help me really?
Okay, all your balls in my hand. Don't yank away. Don't yank away. These are my balls. No, you can calm down. Stop asking me questions.
No, answer me.
You're like,
Will you help me get in the truck like I had? I'm out there kind of dreaming. For a place.
I already told you, leave me alone. I don't know what money I'll have. I don't know what situation I'll be in. Now, where's my flash?
When we get back.
I don't know what I was doing. Oh, where's my guy? Is he on injured reserve? Josh Taylor.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He'll buy some time right. Escaping the pressure right. Now, and that's caught inside the 35. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
On the move to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Eason. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.